Welcome to Marble and Rosemary, and today I'm so excited because I'm going to show to you something that I just tried out in New York. It's delicious, it's wonderful for families, for friends, for all occasions. Anyways, subscribe, press your notifications, and let's get started. So we were just recently last week on a really quick trip to New York, and we went to this place that my daughter had seen on Instagram and just been dreaming about going there. And to get there, she was pregnant, and she just was obsessed with this place called Gnocchi on 9th. And what it is it's a restaurant that is kind of like a single item restaurant, and they serve the gnocchi, and then they have different sauces that you can put on it, and then you can kind of just make what you want. But there's like a beautiful thing about this, because first of all, gnocchi only takes like 2 to 3 minutes to cook, so you have instant pasta, and then you can make whatever you want with your pastas. You can make a red sauce, but then you can add sausage and burrata cheese and whatever to make it delicious, spicy, or you can do a cream sauce, and then you can stir in pesto and pumpkin if you want to make it fall. Anyways, I thought that this would be the perfect idea for a family party, or maybe a football night, or if you're just racing the kids off to their soccer games. Anyways, I'm going to show you all about it and our review from the actual restaurant. So come along, let's get started and see what it's like. This is it's really authentic Italian. And a guy that I dated when I was in my 20s, he was actually Italian. He lived in San Francisco, and he introduced me and showed me his family recipe. And so it's super easy, it's super simple, and it has just simple ingredients. So the first thing you're going to start with is you need to just get a good olive oil. This one is wonderful. It's been being made since 1916, and it's got the most wonderful flavor, but just choose one that's your favorite. And what you're going to do is you're just going to put a little bit of that in your pan. You don't need tons. This is the most simple and easy and delicious sauce that there is. Wanted, or I have a couple of shortcut methods, but I like ours a little bit spicy, and he showed me this. I'd never had red pepper flakes in spaghetti sauce, but you just put that in. If you want to do garlic, you just kind of let it simmer for a minute, and it's really yummy. It smells so good. I can already smell it. Next thing you're going to want to get is you're going to want to get crushed. If you want to use whole tomatoes, you can. It just takes a little bit longer, but you get crushed tomatoes, and I get mine with basil in it, but you could also get some with roasted garlic and herbs. There's a bunch of different brands that carry these kinds of things, but I kind of just go for the simplicity. And once you've got your oil kind of heating in there, you're just going to pour in your crushed tomatoes, and then to that you're going to just add a little bit of, now you can either add fresh basil, or you can use, which is always delicious, and sometimes I like to just put this on the top instead, but there's this wonderful stuff that you can get in your produce department, and it's just already kind of made. And this is the basil. It's delicious, and I just put a tiny bit in there. Maybe this recipe is not very exact, but that is also the way he showed me. So just put a little bit of your basil paste or fresh basil in it at that point. You're going to add to it some balsamic reduction, and I don't do tons of this, but it just gives it such a nice kind of a robust flavor. And you just put a little bit of that in there, and you add your pepper, fresh cracked pepper. You can just do this part all kind of to taste. It does need like a fair amount of salt, so just make sure that you can add it as you go, but just add a little bit in there. And then a really important ingredient that you need is you need to add sugar, because you think, why am I putting in sugar and tomato sauce? But you got to have it in there to cut that acidity in there, and it just It gives it kind of just a beautiful, rich flavor. And usually I just kind of do it to taste. You need more than you think, but that might be about right. But then when it kind of starts to simmer and cook, you can try it again and you can add a little bit more if you need to, because it's amazing how that sugar just takes it down and makes it the most delicious pasta sauce. All you're gonna do is bring that to a simmer, and then you've got your sauce. And it's the most delicious and easy sauce. It takes about 5 minutes. Usually you can do it while your pasta is cooking. Then to this, if you wanted to, you could add all kinds of different things. I mean, you could obviously do meatballs, you could do sausage, you could do mushrooms, you can add anything you want to it, and then you've got this delicious tomato sauce. So there you have it. Now we're gonna make our white sauce, and this is just a basic bechamel sauce. It's so easy, it's so yummy, and this sauce can become many things. You can add cheese to it, Parmesan, make it an Alfredo. You can add pumpkin to it to make it a pumpkin Alfredo. You can add pestos to it. You can even mix it with your red sauce to make a rosa. Anyways, it's super easy and super yummy. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna start with making a roux, which sounds complicated, but it's not really complicated at all. You're gonna melt your butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, and then to your 2 tablespoons of butter, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of flour. And you're just gonna wanna mix that in until it becomes kind of like a paste. It's really simple and easy, and it just kind of becomes like this. This is your thickener. You want to make sure you get this part nice and smooth, and you're going to cook it just for like about 1 minute until it becomes thickening and it looks beautiful, just like that. So good. Can you kind of get a look at that? It looks really yummy. That's what you want to look at. Now the key to making this come together really easily is you're going to want to slowly add in your full milk, and I usually just do it a little bit at a time because we want to make sure that we're not getting it lumpy. So then you're going to want to mix it like that. You're going to want to add a little bit more. You don't want to add too much because then it's too hard to get to make it smooth. So, and then we go, there we got it nice and smooth again. Yummy. This is just kind of a classic sauce that they make in France and Italy, obviously, because we're doing it now. Once you've got your milk all added in, you're going to add to it some ingredients. You can do anything you want to this if you wanted to add basil, but I just love the sage. The sage is so good in it. Okay, once you've got it all mixed in, see how nice and smooth that is? You're just gonna bring it up to a simmer. Okay, getting that nice and going. That looks really good. And to that, you wanna add your salt and your pepper. So you add a little bit of pepper. You're gonna wanna do that to taste as well. Just whatever your preference is on salt and what you think you want it to be. Ooh, that's looking so good. And then like I said, what I really like in it is fresh sage. Nutmeg is classic. So we're gonna just do a little pinch of nutmeg in there, a little tiny dash of it. And you think, what the heck, nutmeg? But just is what it is. And then to that, you've got your sauce. So once you've got it like that, you've got your creamy sauce. You can add into it whatever you want. And that's it. Yummy. this. You're gonna love this so much. You have to give it a try. It's just, it just smells like fall. It's so good, so yummy. So if you liked this and you thought it was fun and maybe you want to try it for your own family, go ahead and subscribe, put on your notifications, and let's get eating. So good. You got to try this. You're going to love it. Okay, so we're here in New York City. We're eating at this place that Madeline has been craving about eating here for like a year. Wasn't able to satisfy it, so we are finally here, and it's called Gnocchi on 9th. They only do gnocchi. They have a couple of other things, like you can get a Caesar salad,
So
you can get tiramisu. We got the, what is it called? Pomodoro Classic Gnocchi. What would you guys think? 10 out of 10.
Spectacular.
10 out of 10. Give it a try. Yeah, if you're in New York, come down here and give it a try. There's a few locations. We're in the West Village. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so come. Yum. What's an Italian word? Ciao.
Mamma mia.
Anyways, give it a try. Oh dear.